it's Kristen and Bethany here with Girl Defined Ministries, and in today's vlog, we're going to be talking about 3 reasons you should lead a Bible study this summer. So a few summers ago, I had no plans to do anything during the summer. I was going to take it easy, relax, just enjoy my summer. Like, this was my time off. And then out of the blue, this mom calls me, and she has a 16-year-old daughter, and she's like, "Hey, Bethany, I know that in the past you've led summer Bible studies, and I really love what you do, and I was just wondering if by any chance you would be willing to lead a Bible study this summer, because my daughter really needs something, and I just know there's so many other girls who could benefit from this, and so I'm just calling to see if maybe this is something you would consider." And I'm on the other end like, "You've got to be kidding me!" Like, relaxation by the pool, what in the world? So I was like, well, let me think about it. So I hung up the phone, I prayed about it, and I just really felt God convicting me. Like, okay, you're going to spend your whole summer relaxing. What about these girls who need input? You're older than them. You could really pour into their life. And I was like, fine.
Yes, I don't want to do it.
I'll do it. So I grudgingly went into it, and I invited a bunch of girls, and shockingly, they all said yes, that they could come. And I'm like, well, I guess maybe I was supposed to do this. So the girls show up. And what was so amazing is after the first night of Bible study, one of the girls who I wouldn't have even invited except for the fact that this mom called me and said, "Hey, will you plan a Bible study?" And so I had to scrounge up some girls. After the first night, she came to me and she said, "You have no idea how perfect the timing is for this Bible study. I was just feeling so down, not focusing on God, and this is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much for leading this." And I was just standing there like, conviction.
Yes.
Wow. I just need to get outside of myself and actually, choose to follow God, choose to lead a Bible study, choose to invest into the girls around me. So even though it was hard, I am so grateful that mom called me and I was willing to do the hard thing and willing to invest into those girls. And so today we want to share with you 3 reasons why you should lead a Bible study as well. So reason number 1 that you should lead a Bible study this summer is that you will grow in amazing ways. Often we think, I'm going to lead this study. It's going to be so good for the girls that are going to come. But in both of our experiences, whenever we have stepped up and actually led a Bible study, I think we were the ones that grew the most out of the entire study. And that's because we have to lead. We have to study God's word and actually prepare so we can teach those and facilitate that time for those who are coming. We're organizing things. We're calling people. We're making schedules. We're planning food. We're inviting them over. Like all these things, and we're digging into God's word. We're preparing the study, whatever kind of study it is. And doing that really challenges you and equips you in ways that you won't have unless you do that. So we encourage you, number 1 is that you will grow so much yourself spiritually and just mature in so many ways if you choose to step up and lead a study. And reason number 2, you will encourage and bless those around you. I know for both of us, we've always been so amazed when we've reached out to the girls in our community and said, "Hey, you want to study God's word together? You want to do a Bible study together this summer?" The response is always incredible because there are so many girls who want to grow, who want to learn, but they're not exactly sure how to do it. So if you're willing to reach out and say, "Hey, I want to lead a summer Bible study. I want to lead you in God's word. Like, I've got the plan. I've got the direction. Just come over to my house, or let's meet at a coffee shop and let's dig into God's word." Girls will be so grateful because they're just looking for someone like, "Hey, show me what to do. I don't know how to do it." So we really encourage you to think about the impact that you could have by encouraging and blessing those around you by leading a summer Bible study. And reason number 3, you will build solid friendships with girls. Yeah. We've said this in the past, and we're guessing you have too, like, "Oh man, I wish I had more solid friends. I wish I had more friends that wanted to talk about God or study the Bible or cared about spiritual things." Well, guess what? Leading a summer study is an opportunity truly for you to invest in other girls and actually sit around the table and open up God's word, open up a Christian study that's discussing God's word, and actually learn more about God, which guess what? That deepens your relationships. That creates solid friendships and deep bonds that you don't have when you're just talking about casual things of the day. And so that is another huge benefit of leading a summer study, is that you will build solid friendships with other Christian girls. So those are just 3 reasons that you should consider leading a Bible study this summer. And now the next question is like, great, I want to do it. I want to step up to the plate. I want to lead a Bible study this summer. And you're like, but what's next? Where do I go? What do I do? There's like a million resources out there. There's so many ways to go about it. Well, there are a lot of ways, but here are just a few simple suggestions. You honestly could just go through a book of the Bible or even a passage of the Bible. Like, you could just pick Proverbs 31 and say, "Hey, let's discuss Proverbs 31 and what biblical womanhood looks like. Let's just dig through a verse each week and talk about it." Or you could pick a Christian devotional or resource. If you go to like the Christian bookstore or look online, there are a ton out there. So you could do some research, find a really solid one, and then just work through that. It's completely guided and planned out for you. Or you could do one of our personal favorites for obvious reasons because we wrote it, and that's Girl Defined, God's Radical Design for Beauty, Femininity, and Identity. And as most of you probably know, this is the book that Kristen and I wrote together, and it's basically a book digging in to biblical womanhood and how to live as a godly woman in this like crazy confusing generation. And so basically we wrote it in a way that would be really practical and helpful to do as a summer Bible study. So at the end of each chapter, there's actually a study guide. So you could really just go through chapter by chapter and discuss the questions in the back of the book. And to help you along the way, if you look on our YouTube channel, we actually have a study leading you through the summer. So we are actually on there talking, guiding you through the entire book and guiding you through on which chapters to read, what questions to ask. So you could actually like literally pop on the video and then you could pull up the book and it would completely read it for you. So those are just a few places that you could start.
And another resource that we are so excited about that we actually haven't officially announced yet.
Yeah.
This is now officially available on the girldefined.com shop page, and it is Brave Girl. And this new study is actually a 6-week DVD study embracing God's best in the midst of a crazy, confusing culture. And so we created this study to work as a video study where you watch a video and then it actually has a leader's guide that you can use. And it has really like icebreaker games, questions, discussion guides. So you watch the video, then you go through the leader's guide and you facilitate this discussion. And then it also has like papers that the girls that you bring, you can print them off and they can take these papers, work through them right there on the spot. And then another paper that they can actually take home with them so they can dig deeper into the topic that was discussed that week. So we are so excited about this resource. We think you'll really, really enjoy it. You can check it out at girldefined.com on our shop page, Brave Girl.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from us, you can subscribe to our channel below because we post new videos every Wednesday.
You should lead a summer.
It'll look like this on the video, look.
I felt like I was...
Wait, not stop! George, it's okay. A viral Bible, it's okay.
Way to not stop.
You're shy after 1 week off.
Wherever it starts, it's gotta stay.
No. Had an idea. No.
Oh,
no, sorry for that. I'm just gonna blur you out. There's moments like, boop. Like literally, okay. Ready?